You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got a lot of fallout from the Indiana Fever exit interviews, and we'll just go down and look at some of the quotes along the way and the media firestorm that has been lit. The WNBA, Cathy Engelbert has been cooked. I mean, roasted, sauteed, grilled, however you want to say it. Your method of cooking, however you want to do it. Rotisseried, it doesn't matter. Fried in fish grease. How about that? Let's just start. We got all kinds of things. Number one, let's start with Stephanie White. Stephanie White confirmed Caitlin will play 5-on-5 basketball somewhere. Athletes Unlimited is 5x5, but I doubt they can pay what somebody overseas could pay. If I am unrivaled, I go 5x5 today. I call up my biggest investors and say, look, we got an opportunity to get Caitlin Clark in this league. And I go 5x5. As far as anybody in the United States goes, they're the only ones that would have the money. Athletes Unlimited, yeah, it's an option, but they're not going to have the money. And of course, there's a shit ton of overseas leagues that can pay her some kind of reasonable money, over $1 million+. All right, to play in some league over there. I made a joke earlier. It's going to be a hell of a note when you got Caitlin Clark YouTube streams getting 500,000 viewers watching her in some miscellaneous foreign country play ball. Somebody did bring something up. There's rumblings that Caitlin might be starting an off-season league. I don't know how accurate that is. I said... My response to that was, we already know LeBron is starting a men's and women's league. LeBron and Caitlin are tight, and they're both Nike associated. In other words, Nike can get behind another league and help fund it. Just throwing that out there. So, right here, let's start with Chloe Peterson. Caitlin on her ankle status. Quote, I've been working really hard to get back to full health. My ankle didn't really allow me to see where my groin was at. It was her second full workout back when she suffered the ankle injury. Says it was one of the worst sprains she's dealt with. My biggest issue with hearing that now is the Fever themselves could have stomped out a lot of drama. The day that happened, Caitlin Clark severely sprained her ankle. She may be out the rest of the season. Right there. Or even she's going to be out an extended period of time with a bad ankle that was sprained. But no, we found out 2 weeks after the fact, and that caused a shitstorm. Anybody remember that? Major shitstorm. So, oh boy. Cathy Engelbert, the WNBA, Caitlin Clark commented, quote, we need great leadership at this time across all levels. This is the most important time in league's history. Fee said it all. Nafisi Collier said it all. She also did say she hadn't heard the story Nafisi shared on Cathy Engelbert said about her. Hasn't heard from Engelbert since. Your commissioner did not reach out to the most popular superstar in women's sports. The commissioner didn't call her about this. I'm shocked that Cathy Engelbert's got a job right now as we speak. That she has not already been removed from leadership. And I don't know how they get a CBA done without her being gone first. Stephen A. Smith, and we'll just go from there because Cathy's getting crushed.
Cathy Engelbert needs to resign. I am disheartened about how Nafisha characterized our conversation at league leadership. That's all you've got? You got to go. That's a weak-ass response. I'm going to say it one more time. That's a weak-ass response.
That's where we're going to stop with Stephen A. But you get his point. Christine Brennan went on CNN to talk about the fallout of this. She shared it on her Twitter.
Affecting the league. It's certainly what could be with the TV ratings has not happened. Last year, the highest rated playoff game, 2.5 million, going up to a peak of 3.4 million for Caitlin Clark's second and last playoff game a full year ago. This year, they're in the 1 millions, 1.5. They're not going to reach 2.5 million. Caitlin Clark, had she been playing last night in Game 5 of that series, which Las Vegas did beat Indiana, that could have been 4 or 5 million, even going up against the baseball playoffs. Caitlin Clark is it. She is by far the economic rocket ship of that league. As soon as a leader and the players admit that, understand it, and frankly embrace it, why would you have trouble with it? Obviously, racial issues, there's a lot going on. As soon as they figure that out, then they will be able to move forward.
She said if she'd played in Game 5, that'd have been a 4 or 5 million viewed basketball game. I can't doubt her on that at all. I can't doubt her. So congratulations, Cathy. You now have Scott Van Pelt destroying you.
As for what Engelbert is alleged to have said to Collier, if she actually suggested Caitlin Clark should be grateful for what she makes off the court, that's preposterous. Did you miss the Iowa years? Clark is the Tiger Woods tide that lifts all boats. And we know this show is proof. The highest rating we have ever had followed one of her games at Iowa. The WNBA has benefited from her presence more than the other way around, even though this year for Caitlin Clark was essentially lost to injury. But it's a league that's at a flashpoint. According to Sportico, franchise valuations have soared. Players want more money, and the CBA expires at the end of this month. This was a whole lot more than just a shot across the bow. The WNBA Finals begin this Friday, and we typically hear from Adam Silver on the eve of the NBA Finals. Cathy Engelbert has got to do more than say she's disheartened in a press release. The commissioner needs to explain how it is that a player, such as Collier, could ever come to feel this way and seemingly be speaking for all of.
Okay, so I'll just stop it there. But, my God, that was Scott Van Pelt's one big thing on his flagship SportsCenter show. Cathy is in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Gilbert Arenas.
As a commissioner, that shit would have worked before Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese came into the WNBA. That shit you probably had that already blueprinted up to tell them every time they got the talking. These girls, those two girls, came into the WNBA retiring their parents. Do you think their $60,000 money do they give two shits about? They were in college as millionaires.
We can say what we want about Angel, but she's made a hell of a lot of money off the court. So I get his point. They retired their parents. That's what Cathy's dealing with here.
They made more money in college than most of your teams combined. They should be grateful. No, you should be grateful that these two women was popping in the college basketball to bring their fandom to your league. You should be grateful. Their first day, you got private jets. As a commissioner, that shit would have worked before.
I mean, absolutely. That is so clueless that it's cause for immediate removal. If you've got your head in the clouds that much, because I would be shocked if, especially the NBA owners that own teams, They know what Caitlin's worth. Adam Silver knows what Caitlin's worth. He was pissed, livid she wasn't put on the Olympic team. Remember? Yeah, it was a big miss. That could have really helped women's basketball. He's not dumb. He's not dumb. How about this? This is Instagram. WNBA, 3.5 million followers. Caitlin Clark, 3.6. They got more Instagram followers than the whole damn league. Cathy Engelbert, it's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know? In the defense of Cathy Engelbert by some people, what in the hell are you defending? For real. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Now, Collier, my one beef in all this, outside of the fact that she owns a rival league, I don't love that, but my one beef is, where were they defending Caitlin Clark earlier when all this shit was going down with Caitlin being targeted? But I knew something was coming. Too many players across the league. And I've been saying for months, have you noticed it's starting to be a lot of different bad fouls and ugly play and brutal to get through games? All this stuff was going to come to a head, a boiling point, and then it was going to boil over. Tell me what you think. I've got a video coming on Sophie Cunningham and her future. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.